cocoa no so and ordinary green akosi gold no so enti say Ghana blood money and ye dibu mine na said your material position ye dede say na manfo ewura aban kwaye mu to gold and there will be our lances only lances we man kwa aban kwaye no muso say obema galamsey fo no kwan mu makwa aban kwaye mu enu ntino ene cocoa no wo mo nto cocoa akwafo no abeton wo mo nsase ene wo mo mfo ndi amagalamsey fo panim biasma kan na me yagye di say ye no kre say Dwamena ni NDC fo no wo mo pensase dia ye galamsey say be menya gold no bie na mo akoton edi dollars na begum dia be dada Ghana fo say di kofom eni nti ya nto cocoa no a cocoa kwa ni to na woti cocoa ni ento a de be answer di na sase ne be magalamsey fo na okrom na je say ye nya gold no na dia ye adwuma eno nti na em say Dwamena ni NDC fo ma ja cocoa kuafo na afei wo mo etete no ene ye sori ye say inflation aba fom dollar aba fom emfaso be na wo so say inflation be ba fom na dollar be ba fom na Ghana fo ho chi yen NDC fo na ne brebom ka say inflation ya we minim say na inflation adane brebo say adane die yo enti na ombie ma no inflation aba fom ombie ma no dollar aba fom ebre na inflation wasro na dollar wasro no na cocoa kuani continue cocoa a odi cocoa share ya totua ne ka ebre na inflation was esro na dollar wasro no na aban no fadwumafu a na otua mo ka ebre na inflation wasro dollar wasro no na nipa sori ya wonya kai ba kuromu ba yadwuma wo pon wonya kai kofie a wo mre ho enei o ba dwuma no pa asem o pon na kofie a asem enso yesi dollar ba fom inflation ba fom eno mo de dada yensa na Ghana fo ye ka se owura Dwamena onye obi onima mamu Ghana ha woni abebu man a atwam ko nyina die woni mama mu pa wa bon pa ye Dwamena yenti ameka se ni se sa ukotwe nso hwe na ufili na ukotwe do na sa afili a wutrewu wa betra ba mu fie miensa ne fa as vice president abetra konya so as president mfie na ne fa mfie nwotwe kotre fie nwotwe na sa abra ba ya ene kane no kra na jamankaye enema basa o manu aye nwunran ene nsema emfa wo ho ene o megita o mani ase obi ntoko okuno no ba bi no na akwaje no oka ho nsem enso bra na Russia ni Ukraine ntoko ekoso kofa ho kire baaye MPP fo ka se ye ho kire ifiri se Russia ani Ukraine fo ntoko no edo ha ba mo se ye nka ho o mo ku Russia ni Ukraine enso ene ye se Trump akọchire Venezuela president na president ni foreign affairs minister no man ano dem no mkeka de ompe mo won se de wi asisitie na kakra Ghana fo behunu Dwamena ni person a woye eno ba na obeti gold board ana wo mo apẹ wo mo top gold ema wo mo to opposition Omo say state capture. Me makase Dwamena ba second time we say obetwe Ghana for aso obetwa Ghana for ka animguase a Ghana for di gu no 2016 no enu ne hye ni mu anti a ofoso say ne se de di nkete kan say ni pawu kura no mu win election na ebe ni pawu normal win election no because omoba abeto Ghana for so re and omaba omo yes anso so enti mfia miensa akedi anim yi no mo ma expect bibi papa wo afinu amose ato is forcing Mahama no ya de no eye na na do dan kokufu adom anwuma pa mo ye ho na no mu didie na afiwa yi ko wiye no ene ebehunu Dwamena ne boble ankasa enti ene etrase a saa nyama we mu na ye behwe Peter Nkama aye deputy editor the Daily Dispatch newspaper wa Audu Mahama managing editor custodian newspaper on so be kan ho and afei prof kill and kokwa kwafo ehine no ono so be ba kan ho na afei ene yahwe said ye eniema AC ko god in Dasebre akon batia de na chi kakra enintimate nemu ama no ye frame Dasebre Agyei Dwamena na yatra se de na chese ye kwa no abono nwotwe apa wonsima aduonum yensa no ndu pepepe na ye sori na akopeye baby so atna enti memo wache emo akwaba eba bechirim dwumadie so Peter akwaba
yenua
hona muti san
ahode o hopa Dasebre
na one kwabra na odi kofi na akwaku
okojo
Kojo Peter Kojo Peter asa pedu di bonyum bi okay
class prefect Kojo
Peter Ankoma Peter class prefect Kojo Ankoma okay you say any akora bi te friend Ankoma no yakora boni
ampa
nya gro
ene ono Ankoma ni free ai baby free Ankoma Ankoma no bebere wo
anyway
ebunu fo to Ankoma ena papa usan Ankoma so mo ye kowufo ko mo kotena western mo so de
Ankoma okay enti emu de na enye papa no ko kana manfo betisus all right
Michao etia tifo etia ahwefo
all right
ene yenuanu manyi na ai koko nsam ne de say prof Kilba etia fanto na me ba
etia hya se mfiri
ye baba MPP ni ma na me ba mi hu se wani abiri bom am so tobo
nse etam hye koko no se me ba na me hye koko na se hu se ni bre ho
sa me party no asumdwe
abam o party asumdwe abam
ai contest no se de ye ya even he say de ade ne ye no watan obi mpa wasem kura onya wasem
ontimi nka ho hwe
so hu
apolice for na yade
police for nkwa
o ma yade
ai Joe Wise ne party perform share say yeah you know
okay say omo de omtito niema
yes
but DJ no de apolice for nso ye o madwuma pa
sam
say DJ no omo de o ma peace for man kwase bi ye jan ma police for
and she say am ni police for ni tena ase ni yi na ma sa
yade ye babo IGP abaso tunkum sa
say hade o ye ni ya na wo ye ni enye nso a
ye beka ye babo IGP ene ni mrante ni mabawa na baso na wo twese ne o me ye adwuma pa
menuanum bi o mkoto bo mo so du ho mo bakwa ukra ni phone police dem pacho fa phone mame
koto bra na beji
koto wi o buy ordinary ma say many of the places ko be kompo na say police for ukra no
mi na adwuma bi ye because obi am ye baso
nti yes
because MPP abato de enye amanfo anka ye TV si ada say be trouble o MPP mi nanka he de
nka say ya nti eye but ya to aba no awie nti be I'm sure say from next week ni ade come ye be ba on my no mu sensem na mamu no nyoma bi na o kakaka o ka ko asem kakra prof ko be my perspective ni but ubo bibi say oh dollar ba form no correct dollar ba form
inflation ba form
and I'm so inflation ni ade ni nyoma nyina ba form which is good but you see me mami a anopai onam oboase akapoliso ne bia okọ bravo mu joma na so oboase akapoliso ejom akodi dwan ne kan ya kosoro
papa
this time when say auto light na say odi shema enche kura na
usebo tu
petit prat o say meet bi aba you say
usebo
wunim sa ensio in fact any hospital kwa nso gwa de yenya bimpo nungwa techi nso ni ma enso ye water bill
obetua
ana yenye se obetua kekempo ya satum ana no na me ne wadan fufu yi bi edi nkomo mo so IMF arrangement na aban no ne IMF wonti na nso e koso sa ba unim 2017 and 2018 Nana Adanko Akufo-Addo na NPP ete light bill no water bill so
sabe so na IMF ho
and no me point no to the extent say there are PURC ebe announce in fact in where 2018 there no omote light so 17.5%
17.5.
PE also reduces electricity tariffs 17.5%. And if you for fuel, you know, you used to light near the fuel.
Yeah.
And you might phone, so 30%.
You see, so we are between the Juman.
Yes. 2018, 2017, the same. I'm not so about from, but NDC about buy. I almost say dollar back for me nearly. Last year, almost to light him and prem me and I generally almost have to so 3 times no matum. Almost 1st May 2025 14%, 14.75% were lights and ensure 4.2.
First May you see a workers day.
Nanya hona
yeah say nka we bibi bo workers no dan mo na wo to nkania ni so
in between May no mu no July and almost so calculation there was a problem tombe a small adjustment be and also July 1st and also Republic Day 2.5% I will ensure any light almost have a tomb and sana Nancy
New Year
even last year, apart from the small one on 2.5, some July, and apart from May, October, almost our tomb, kakra. I'm ensure about almost 1.14% electricity, kakra. And I feel intima adjustment in your 18.3%. As an January, almost about 2. So it cannot be say IMF in T. And light in any case, IMF no. You have to go and talk to them. Say, okay, maybe it means you know, me my from some inti ebia monte so kakra na say tax we no major tax why they be shame inti. Mo allow me na maintain you so. The same thing Akufo-Addo. Yeah, man for what did they make an why? Don't let you say about for me until Mude fuel about for me. Remember, make car or full cobra, medium.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, so. Can't you go to call Yabin? You back and say full about for ma. Or no, Mamma, and I say Baba, and I say Obi or Yajuma, hairdresser, any other. For so bad palm or no, film. Until and cannot buy about for me and cannot. What you say? Yeah. And there's a problem, and there's a disconnect somewhere. Okay, almost say, and you're inflation above from 2 and then 9%, 3.something. Meanwhile,
yeah.
Who's a Joy FM more research department? It's Ghana Statistical Service. And they in the back, report in the back. Here an assessment of all nyoma na almost say eswate inflation above for muntin any nyoma nti but of course 3.8 no e say between the period no from any kwa say nyoma so 3.8 nti auto ade bia 100 Ghana and say the rate of increase no exceeded 3.8% and that's 38 cedis what you say now so Dwamena FM Research Department Fast Statistical Service data no echo dom echo an assessment no omu say about 20 items no na entro na Ghana Statistical Service for me in fact as at the end of the last one 3.8 from 5.4 ginger bia omo ko Germany there. With my confirm the Joy FM assessment do my whether no cry answer no. Yeah. Almost like kadro. Enya no cry say kadro na the rate of increase na 5.4 and I say almost 3.8 no. Then na 76.7% increase from last year.
Wow.
Akadro. Afi body anya kokko say body green one body bunu already.
Me ku
ani. No I am me hu chiri pa. O bank na ka we I
say I
dilute you ne kaka.
Masako me dade.
Hwe. And also almost say the rate of increase no 69.4%.
Wow.
E man no ko dwom no ni ade no. Me man bi ko dwom. Wa unia kwasi frimpon
otako pa
on there
kwasi
na kwasi frimpon bobo dia pese pa adanu banku bi o de ba office nya somo this man na nyo na ka ono de ka na dia o bodua ne papa
se de o ne cheche nwane ayi ni
o this man bi ba wo body 67.4% per ya
kama
42.8%. Na pen go say open bi grandpa wunya bi. But then you kwa we back say bia season anti
because we can say last time obi an ba ha say kofofosum cancer. And yes we be di kinki. Timi ko pepe ato. Asa pe ba ko maso a. E boy di go bon.
Yes. So easy. Coconut. Kubeya 34%. Palm fruits 34%.
Abe.
Aye. Ntuba ya benkwan cotton 33.4%.
Akrobato ka say crop.
Cashew 31.4%. Apple they say uber fruits ya ma 28.8%. Bebre totaso vegetable oil 25.1%. Dry fish 24.8%. Dry fish is turn heavy duty. Price na above. Say ne kesen kra ate. So the figures maybe you see what mean by running down state institution.
Yeah.
What do you say? But there's a problem.
Yeah.
I cannot challenge Ghana Statistical Service. But new man now we can one no. And yeah reflective. New man on the market and yeah you know enya dia eya no kure sa
kra
je no se ntimi nka
ye betimi ye se ka
enti ameripam ye beba sa nyoma no nyina eso na you see we are na omo dey say economy no aban na economy na MPP aban economy mo say economy no ntina amana kobasa wo hwe rating agencies all their report they credit MPP and the then finance minister can operate adwuma oye fa domestic debt arrangement ya okoye ya de hunsem bebre beba because of lack of engagement ne hunsem semi and adwuma pa oye but unim ora setepe so oye presidential advisor
on the economy.
Yeah. Flagstaff House Anambra
Jubilee House. Oh yes, it's unity.
I said, you almost say, some buy no, almost say,
yeah, Premium Flagstaff House. Jubilee, I don't see it. Do see, you know, President Kofono see now there's a Jubilee House.
That's the no again. You are one ban.
I want to yes.
Now we'll beat me go on the back. Now we'll be family job. To be a penny, because my man Kakara was sending, and they are and they are why are they a Jubilee House? Only Joy FM and City FM during the transition period near Kasai on December 12th. December, yeah, 5 days. Yes. Almost started saying 1 year transition, you know. Tiasma can say there are positive signals that Ghana's economy is bouncing back pre-COVID-19 era. And this thing is available. Anybody can.
That's having no more power.
Daddy.
Okay.
Or say, onya kwan share the books no. And the IMF for di nkomo ne arrangement ne ade no. Who say ampa COVID ne be how man ne pa be di o man nya. Nanso who say science e kire say nyoma eyeye. What you say? Nyoma eyeye after COVID-19 no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know. In fact, all kasano because I see there are positive signals. Till I'm quoting him, and even the IMF has stated that there are positive signals. Unquote. This is a not MPP appointee and I say Ken Furata Nimia. And I'll say, well, who said so? So now I had Papa and the Papa. Yeah, Papa. No, even IMF Crampo Agyei say San Papa eba. And two babets na bem. Of course, you can't take away say a new government are back. There is that hope. So am I from back? So the business community say we bit my so young try or month. So people may want to come in Ghana democracy Gina into young investment kakra first commercial economy we say beko ye ni ade. So that investment confidence no bit mark so kakra. But the bottom line is that obi ye adwuma bi to ho. And based on that, rating agencies, even IMF, who is an NDC appointee, or Mama appointee, Ejitum Sam Pa, Nanyama Papa Biade, in any case, a Bambia at least from 92, the fair change of government by 2000. A Bambia Aba, the first and second year, no, only because of investment businesses bepe so mba be adwuma wo mu ne abahofo nti the needs yen try and hwe bia no nti no or some goodwill bia and enjoy no kakra
the first 2 years no there
the first 2 years ne over kaya 2000 same se pedokufo the first 2000 year Christmas nkra emu bi ba be bu ya ne kofi wa yemu fantastic okay uniska kra bebre bui ama na chese by the way no so to Jimmy ko fa di mi say na kofi wa ba jima no but na nyoma koso yi over 2009 so sa the first year na nyoma year the second year and no mkonya single digit inflation na Dr. Dufo Adamfo no dey in the campaign there ono na nya single digit inflation ni ma no ma ya na ba we ba omo so benya bi omo dey here almost slogan say kaka. The point is that give time a time. Emre as emre kono. Wo aban na wote so no. Wo sanu adwuma ankese no ebe begini apie. Am ye be hu sese ya mpa se. Wo hihye bia wo de ama bibia gina anase nyina ye papa bia wo de gina so a ye be hu. What I say? Ye be hu. Look, in fact, in 2018 the then IMF director, my friend Christine Lagarde, also a grantee interview can say Ghana's economy on sound track, better than 2 years ago. IMF board, and this thing is also available. You can go out with my Google fee, I watch him say, "Abide by no, indeed, the first year and the second year no, we positive signs." Rare and some juma chese economy na yede ayeye into I can say the Ghanaian authorities till I'm quoting here had made important gains towards macroeconomic stability including inflation which had declined to a single digit. It's almost single digit no NPP in 2018-2019 omunya bi IMF boss Jitum say when we say inflation about single what digit. And now within the Bank of Ghana tolerance band till buoyant economy and buoyant growth, averaging 5% between 2015 and 2018 and over 6% in 2017 and 2018 and a primary surplus in 2017 for the first time in 50 years. Na sika yenya to a na eda ye ye chest mu na 15 years yenya bi sada
okay
through MPP enyai enya yare a
okay
e ba ya 2019 late 2019 to 2020 e de enioma e be say economy na enya Ghana nko aso na affect here worldwide what you say I man enioma but even that 2020 Nyamia amwa MPP can be lose in spite of all these achievements 2020 I go for that change you and like because of COVID ya say am for free she parliament dey go see a pie too bia ama nyoma bebira na ban person o ye wantuma ye dey anye nti on my way mo no why 2018 performance alone adwuma pedagog for boy even in voter rating vote do say nya voter rating koya kwan health insurance and a free bus school bus transport yet 2008 MPP lost power jene monya single digit any dollar na mo de na monya de
amonto mo ase
na ebre ye behwe sa ampa se saa ne o ma na o ma ye ni nyina no e o mo sa no dwuma na se entisɛn na performance alone Dasebre ni aban bi to me
never
anka 2008
kan MPP to akonya so etena so eto amamu
yes and 2020 anka MPP ho nkyere no a parliament na wohia an independent MP
na ababo
a form majority in parliament to the mo no ho no mo nsere na obi meye adwuma na mo meje benefit kakra eno ne mo trump card munye something which is not reflective that's it.
All right everything for Bɛkyerɛ dwumadi a Dasebre mo
nunti asofo ene ebinim se o
yema ko tetem
na ne Akufo Akufo performance ani adwuma o ye no 2020 say number alone and I think 2020 there shouldn't have been a contest Nelso now one is not in the party by no got one is not in the party in the buy
me tis so fu bi pa bi anu aka say you might be my man ko tema no man say so no kuna so say ujai
Dasebre
because you're correct
sa tema agenda no anya no before say NDC beba power benya to me 2024 no na e wo ma dream Alhaji Abante ye beba MPP nsensem before say MPP beba power no na the third term agenda no na e she bi ni mutini hwe ukwa asase radio ahu ye nua obafosa so asare ye story bi 10th November 2024 before elections no 10th November 2024 and it's available as I say online now or see leaked NDC strategic document will Muhammad dare temper with second term constitutional limits leaked NDC strategic document what was that document wamami bi or see will Muhammad dare temper with second term constitutional limit obisa questions and or yeah story na OTT a 56-page leaked document alleged to be a highly confidential strategic plan of the NDC to win political power in 2024 elections and beyond. Concerns have been raised over speculation that if victory comes their way, the NDC intends to seek judicial interpretation. That is one angle, which person is almost a taker. So court testing.
So it's more packet course.
Fantastic. They will go and seek a constitutional interpretation that may establish that a second term limitation only applies where a person serves 2 consecutive 4-year mandates.
Consecutive
ultimate court saba. Me kaipa sabe na udu mama editor of custodian na the office. Okay, so Peter, there is no ambiguity. Don't mind them. Now he even questioned over for say star story a fake. Now star story it cannot be possible because who be 4 years the constitution is a person and not say consecutive same dia the Wilberforce no enko to sa yin and then Wilberforce is vindicated based on ne eboboso sofo bi agye atum any independent MPs bi plus magye aginam any top NDC members openly I started pushing for second third term agenda. This was done way back. Anybody can check Google data over for yes our story that 56-page document is vindicated so and nekra over for contract go here alleged in and on money cry near him free
now on straight
because indeed he's been proven right so document now no copy no in fact top NDC lawyers be and now I'm in Flagstaff House hey
Jubilee House. We can flash that fast.
Sorry,
over sorry now.
Class buffet now.
Class buffet. You'll be sick.
Yes, Jubilee House. they authored that document. So I wasn't surprised them about more post war presidency. And almost na meetings upon meetings, pushes our agenda. Uba was yes, our story. No, when you support, but and that, in addition to public propaganda, documents, the NDC must pursue a judicial strategy to challenge the current interpretation of Article 662 of the Constitution. The legal argument should focus on the notion that 2 terms means 2 consecutive terms. What you? Since Mohammed's first term was interrupted and he served his first term between 2012 and 2016, a legal case could be made that he is eligible to run for 2 more consecutive terms if he wins in 2024.
Now, says next year, and then can be no about force for call second term. And can be Baba P. Now 4 years, my cotton, another 4 years, my ba. I will try for my cotton. Another, my course, I am one year. I go back 5 times. 5 times.
That's what me say. What the economy cocoa mean can be. Mammy coming, we are not going to the document continues still. Significant groundwork must be laid to influence the Supreme Court to ensure a favorable interpretation. This is the document of prepared before the elections. Significant groundwork must be laid to influence the Supreme Court to ensure a favorable interpretation. This includes working towards expanding the court composition by appointing additional justices sympathetic to the NDC's understanding of the Constitution. Pato, omo appointed 7 more additional Supreme Court judges. Now they are not obi on more fighting. I had got me kind of power. Or say, oh, there must be Supreme Court a cap, a ceiling that because Supreme Court Constitution can say 10. Not less than 10, doesn't mean that you should exceed even 14. And at a point, no, you are 21 Supreme Court justices. But we and confirm document now, we for one another. I think from here, it shall be so say, Emmanuel, no publishing the whole document. I'm to ask Mr. I say, by shaping the court's composition, we increase the likelihood of obtaining a ruling favoring this constitutional interpretation. This was published before elections, no. NDC agreement for. Historical dissident. The NDC flagman has already given a public notice that he intends to appoint more justices. Constitutional reforms on that same document. In Uganda, in 2005, Uganda's parliament passed an amendment to remove presidential term limits, allowing President Museveni to extend his stay in office. Museveni, who first came to power in 1986, has benefited from this amendment, which has enabled him to serve multiple terms beyond the limits. So, another example, secondly, in Ivory Coast, President Ouattara ran for a controversial term in 2020, citing changes to the constitution and reset the presidential term limits. Despite public protests and criticisms from opposition parties, Ouattara secured victory and his extended tenure was largely upheld. This is a justification for and that court now almost succeed and while court is proceeding, they will cite these 2 examples to justify their position. Moving forward, maybe this is here. Third, in Rwanda, 2015, Rwanda held a referendum that overwhelmingly approved constitutional changes, allowing President Paul Kagame to remain in power until 2034. Kagame, who has been president since 2000, is viewed as having support of much of the country's electorate due to his role in stabilizing Rwanda after genocide. Another example in Rwanda. There's Togo example. Then the last one, is Russia. One of the most notable examples of a leader extending their time in office through constitutional changes is Russia's Vladimir Putin. In 2020, Russia passed constitutional amendments that effectively allows Putin to remain in power until 2036. Unquote. You see the mindset of NDC whilst in opposition before 2024 election.
No, from plan that.
But was asked scripty. And you know,
the Chief Justice Nadia. Now, of course, Roba from Umbelino. Just because I don't know if you are the only person who didn't maso.
Uber was comes and having course. I'm sure Bana could be able to fit that document. You must look for it and publish. You know, I bet is here and imagine Ambasso say. No, on my prepare some bar. On my appointed judges are on me favorable. No, on my kunya, sa omu queer or sa omu ajim upon our bonnet say the 2-term limit. No, there's a breaker. Which is a you. So I would do that no more yet that time in the end, then a concert. Script, you know, and a year play off. But let's give time a time. Your man, you better say a bit me a cost one.
Good. And was Peter Ankama and Martin and Carol, deputy editor, Daily Dispatch newspaper. Alaji Audu Mahaman, so Abatansa. Alaji Akwa. When I want to send.
No more, no,
Akadiaka, no castle Bahama.
No, my team.
You hear inflation about from.
But your Wabome Dimbe say,
so you,
I said 3-4 times.
Yes,
I said Mikabi.
By power,
can be a I shall fall on story now, all refer to no say. No class semini. Now me say a joke. Man, can say Wilberforce. Oboa. Me say it didn't make sense to me. The NDC person Moyano.
But you didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it. Say, I didn't believe Obetinasi. I'm planning idea. And sensibly no empty members.
But okay, kai document kakra. You some by a court.
Near my interpretation. But we have bedroom.
Yes,
a bedroom. Look. Article 66(2) now. Oscar say me read it, and my me say read it. My me say read it. Me read it Article 66(1). Now me there about 2. A person elected as president shall, subject to clause 3 of this article, clause 3 of down, hold office of a term of 4 years, beginning from the date on which he is sworn in as president. That's 1. Now 2 they say. A person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms.
A person
shall not be elected.
Yanka say go to
a person.
Many opinion Mahama or a person say me. Or a person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms. Now 2 terms, you know. 2 terms is 2 terms. Whether we ban not 10 years time. Not 10 years time. Now Samba
2 terms.
2 terms. There is no ambiguity. Yes, 2 terms. You can say consecutive terms. You can say 2 terms. Pinito. Look, when you say judges are appointed to mobile veteran, at least me kai Justice Jemefe. Or say this provision they besan about whether. Yes, whether President Mahama or any other person, so 4 years now also corner or samba, that's all 4 years, or best now 10. Or so this provision is clear. Say, yes, 2 terms. So it doesn't matter whether we are no 4, 8 years at once, and now we are 4 no samba. The Omo Canon only says some provision with the whole of chapter 8. Executive is in trench provision.
Yeah.
All person who amend the entrenched provisions of this constitution is so-called referendum.
Sentinel among person use the route of their so-called 2 terms.
But to me, Supreme Court cannot, by mere interpretation, say, there's a reason why an entrenched. There's a reason. So that if anybody can just get a flimsy here, now I can say me amending, and now we'll call for court to pronounce it. There's a reason why framers of this constitution here and entrench, so that OPSA was some term limit to the amount now. Ghana for Supreme Court 17 judges in a they are not representative of Ghanaians. Representative of Ghanaians here, Parliament. That is why even amendment process, even your friend is saying, in term provisions way, Parliament has a hand in it. The first part of the Parliament, they answer, they are called referendum. Parliament is the representative of the people and not judiciary. Judiciary is supposed to interpret, and this interpretation, there's no ambiguity. Observe your already made Agyei court. Say or interpretation, not judges in here say President Mahama best time or tetema. Sebio Nipanon Pegana ye.
Something that Fifi Buofuno. Because serious people, lawyers, look. Oh, what would you remember your point? Minimum senior ones for that. It is sycophancy and bootlicking. Said all kind. To quote 50 equity. Look, Agyei any Supreme Court judge, our Becca say interpretation we were no interpreting otherwise to allow Mahama to go to her terminal. I am saying said that person, that Supreme Court judge, or person Ghana and shit. Or person Ghana share, they should attempt to amend to say give ruling say President Mahama Bɛkyerɛ contested. There's no ambiguity. The only way President Mahama Bɛkyerɛ contested is say or the assembly will be called referendum through the process. Not Ghana for a penny, including NDC for no more kiki against no. Yes. No money na penny say President Mahama or be contested. Otherwise, this is a useless and fruitless a year or more a pulling into any Supreme Court way. If they want Ghana to bend, and it is not a threat. Cote d'Ivoire in Yama. Only the course of Cote d'Ivoire. I went to constitutional provision. Uganda no more. By the way, Ugandan constitution no more refer no. And to say yet is very clear. Yes. The changes now. The changes now. Very clear. Those amendments no. This is Russia they now You see sometimes. Now Russia no election. Or no was it democracy now. Or not to me an election now. No man the percent 99%. Rwanda omo to Rwanda papa election ben away. Na mo pa Ghana into say some countries on boy Uganda. Na say ya papa will di 80 or 90 years. Omachi opposition leader some few days election away. Masa. Ghana and Uganda and Rwanda and Russia. Omo ja kwasi assembly. Oh we the diversion kekene ba. To we know there look. Many say amount for yeah. Oh yes. Yeah, but even within NDC, there will be objection to this nonsense. Yes. Now when Mr. Agyei will be attempt to Agyei in Supreme Court judge. Also, being Supreme Court said no, also or balls are. At Agyei one caucus said President Mahama Bɛkyerɛ 3 times. Ume the besi Ghana. And yet threat. But be a bomb who say who can use a document now. Or say significant work must be done to shore up members. Friendly members Supreme Court judges are almost believe in well, I don't know, but you cannot say but even seven but could disagree. Say there's no ambiguity. Well, I don't know. Look, but a judge there and now which one your position A? Or can judge can make change? When your lawyer crowd brofo, way up. They say person unless they want to tell me that opinion. But the point that a judge make me a hold their position be a ne. Yes. I no. That position has to be. And remember, I said this time animal farm ruling. No. But the animal farm ruling now rule here because he's saying. Oh, it was thrown out. It was thrown out. So Moya said there now. Peter, I think the Supreme Court judges will not be tempted. The safest way they have to now senior lawyer be Bɛkyerɛ. If they don't want to put under pressure, the serious ones will make the ruling will make him on this matter. And they say, if you think that this is a matter, then subject the thing to referendum.
That's what the constitution says. Supreme Court can give that ruling.
Yes.
That's the safest way.
Yeah, based on the
safest way Supreme Court bet him and say obi ba say open interpretation always say way very clear. But if you want changes then subject it to the tenets of the constitution, which is an entrenched provision called referendum. No way. Not Supreme Court no more you almost say free. But we can hear ruling. Animal farm ruling be on this matter.
Now you say that's when you can inflation new money ade. Oh, any the fact say
I move on television. Make sure you do the bro me down pay. Yes, I will na be fefe mu na you say o man no. Ghana for your abre. Yenye Sudan say Uganda, yenye Russia, yenye Rwanda.
Now she comes obobo.
They came out of genocide.
As an example say omo change constitution ma omo president for njenye.
Because Russia and Rwanda and Uganda will have been the papa.
That's when the election.
Uganda.
Okay. Every coast. Now,
yeah.
And MPP for Kotuaba. Na Amukuyum flag bearer, Naman for Can. So for shall come. Say primary number kono be bloody moja begu basabasa ebe si fine ko si hene ebi shem kom edomo edi for na say wo mo position to line no so say nipa na me so be wini na wini a say ni and sem bebre yakoto aba na wi ama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ewi ni 56%. Me na me so be wini na man for SPC o yes o twimu na me na me nyini o twimu no because maybe me so nya 50+1 o wini oni akanyi na gu nechi ya hwe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say de osi edi nkunim no a emphatic say de na man for kan na say we de e boso na de for ni na mom
MPP that's right. Before say you be to abano last week now it will be of course and indeed now party the new patriotic party enyina ye because obi our co-election no lose ya edu baby mu achiche obi kasa and they normal but kasa ni mu no na pushi course so party started the reorganization exercise. So koye hwehwemu de ntia mom lusu ya de ba kom hu ye ne say the more presidential primaries especially channel na de ntichemu ba obeka even thank you to no ekoba say ntokwa bi ko ba so okumase ma school fo bi yekotwa obi a ema ho asem baa no
na Dr. Brian Champions kura say isi ba akoko ko fa so ba kan
na mo ba Brian Champions on the life ba campaign no mo o de mesri sa ko fa so ba kan ma mo Brian Champions
so it not said na kokono na ehu the koba say penifo transfer mo yeso on beto presidential election in term and na obi odo party no so nyankopon bia hu say
penifo no yade
it was the best decision ever
mo yade papa
so mo ye and ebio the presidential election committee no no raju right down no obi bia so obi no kura so nyankopon in fact na ya to abayiwe even the NDC na omumpe MPP omo wo she MPP say nka ntokwa ne omo candidate bi ewini ni ade nyina no they were pressing the process so we there violence free and fair na say dey koye no so no
so almost quality they know what went on
92 Congress no me my
to 7 no sir
but
na wo so
and some no so
I said don't go for your book in here that's your results
okay
but you can events
because that time no
what do you can say so far wow so far
you do see payment you jaro
mama ya na your boy be life mama say you this program alaji di onisi bayo why you are there something now
you see payment you jaro na o
kan say biara mi jaro abontin men ga say this far oh yeah Osha so far Congress bia MPP are organizing and the two obi bia mpanifo a omo go through the process na hu the CCA nyina age atom say this one is the best
really
che say unya ho asem nka fa bibia and I think it is God
oh yeah
and yes nipa ba hihye I would do because God is the best planner yes the do wise no yes mba hihye party mpanifo mba hihye bibia ne se nyankopon amamu a and na ma me gidie bi say I can see say hope
man pipi
na contest yi so I'm sure I would do full data no be go through a chill across the country even regional Dr. Bawumia win voter ready share results now or appreciating the vote no more than the 2023 contest now omokoya a child said the man is loved across the country now when this contest edu baby ayana me skeptical kakra na me suro kakra ne say o share 2023 Congress no omokoya na election na early 2026 na there's a vast difference share 2023 there no after Alan Freem I be the two main between Ken Ohene Japan and Dr. Bawumia na enye hu say to say we papa
so Brian baby na man for say so be push up second round
yes in fact that was obia to the extent even the national security apparatus now they were preparing for a second round and no more scanning of the possible two ombeko and they were talking to people only omubia kasa oh I didn't there we see second round this contest the three top omunya omu image enunim they are all resourceful some are even individually no omu nyina so e wo base in terms of omu constituency what I say can no in Japan nipa wa bo omu a new patriotic party no nipa ketewa o nipa domo because of emwa or they abo omu so the Ghana so yen thinking obu na we papa oh we want papa penyo to the man control
see so be your papa wa how
yes so these are can no in Japan or base within the party or support base wabua nipa or party anymore or you're resourceful Brian a champion or base or constituency or a member of parliament wabua MPs binimu pen or also base that kind of so the SR or constituency and then DMB no former flag bearer and also won't mean and all elections now obi or base and that's all support he's known or party anymore no Kreska no abua nipa contest na ehun pa in the last one na Alan no ni constituency
Alan dey say on musa
apart from that no banging hopes on traditions wa party ni munti omuntu abama no nipa abua mu dodo apart from individual level within the party no na no so
say you this question for the past 6 years I would say Alan constituency e wan also won ti membo
onko hwe esa ko research na de Bruno na ho to
enti o sha 2023 there na after Alan first round or resign here no na be 2 race but when na 3 no munyina so e wo base e wo constituency hwe nipa na didi o munyina echi
na Dr. Brown so no film so be win you
urade nyakopon na say na and indeed say ebi wa yiti mika no TV so the strategy or adopting in your adwuma o ye no ni vote ngrampo no enye vote also ko nya no In fact, for more than 6 months, he worked on people, police station people, or what team and I just said they were working on people. 6 good months. No, at least say 2 people per police station. No, when you can about 50,000 from that alone. Working now, working on no. Then you mere rhetoric. No working skeke.
You be the actually. Wait, that's so.
Wait, no. I hope I just say promise and I said that.
Say people, you wait to so an inflammant me and go. I was no keke, no keke.
What I say? Oh, yeah, Juma Papa. Dr. Brian Champon. Oh, yeah, Unim. Nanya Castan did the all call Bane Nikeko. There were places of Koya one check. Because now I analysis. I hear. No. With data man so and now or identify people, individual people be individually or no so juma worked on them. Oh yeah, juma papa. And our back end so you can say now already know he's on the support base on man for and a lot of people are now mere disgruntled kakra no so e could din ho.
Alan Crawford we
e bi no mo. But e bi mo ba Brian so it's not the contest name is kakra. Even though I know and I knew say DMB no a presumptive leader and they say can one say oh me there because not soon need the DMB but Usha resource now a child say the base of the party a tight DMB enya grokra na Usha shina o she o mo no me baby a man who say we share the swing regions no they be a koto aba regions are so ultimately we win national elections Greater Accra
Central
first one Central and to some extent they say quite much Bono regions no but share the performance of Greater Accra a swing region we need constituencies need I'm say 2 or 3 be and no lose here in Greater Accra places are the last 2 yes the last time one year de kura ampo na Ken Ohene Japan winnie no of flipo this time and even gave him a baby or crowd or training mu
say last no can win voter
yes
by this time around Dr. BT no
Brian
winnie and but Dr. Tosu too
yes
BT can
voter now voter results no a doctor DMB I appreciate more. Vote. What's it?
The votes reduce here.
Why vote?
Dr. Brian DMB.
Yes, but yes, but because we share Brian voter or the BEM now. We say so here 2023 there now voter region. Can you really own 5,850 votes? And DMB now 4,984. This time, 5,000 could be Brian.
Yes.
Emma Kenya 1,009. The 5,000 no, Olusu almost 3,000 and something. Over.
And yeah, almost more than
3,800. 3,900. No Olusu here.
Yeah.
And a Brian between the 900 and so free. Because Brian, DMB 4,093.
Yes.
So it tells you say even the baby MPP any stronghold and no and I said the minority tribes or more constituencies no more regions no DMB even did well
papa
what is it Shani vote even central region the last time Olusui but Ken Vinino by 50 more than 50% central region this time Ken is more than 50% in 47. So, but Usha even the votes are DMB now. The last time DMB 6,000 central region 6,159. This time we have 6,242. That's just 100 more votes. I bet and I can 10,828. This time we have 8,137.
So no, 2,000.
2,000. Who? Nina.
I could Brian.
Brian.
Brian, so how do you know?
So this a swing osha DMB ne support base no abaso and now you know you're strong on so no ne vote so why there ate so now call the base baby MPP draw more support pa dia Ashanti Easton and no peace abeka and a Western so no asementia the Western region was the first and Western of Kahono and then swing because now Western of near more of NDC na a balance no but say so Western pa MPP stronghold the performance of Western region solid winning na ama Ken oyine Japan ne main campaign a coordinator no free a Sikado time when me and we need constituency in Kwampa ama Ken me am madam for Charles Bisu what I say it tells you say something is happening Usha Western regional which is another base and I say MPP nyane support pa na DMB increasing the vote wo ho because last time we had 7,465 this time we had 7,906 this time mama yenya third force third force no nya a mere rhetoric no third force keke but oya resourceful or company ye worked on people work the footprints work party ni mu eno or increasing the vote Emma Ken Moma onya 4,899 no the vote so take by 2,900
4,899 by 4,000
about 2,926
wow
so Ashanti so she constituency so we know Ashanti Brian we need back have no southwest da power and of course ebra adutum to winning bosomtwe den ko winning there and the campaign ko because home matches and I won't lose so Ashanti region so eternity when him baby who say the base of the party DMB afa asana area ya behwe what went wrong near this how do subam area no the eastern region because eastern region there of course the base of the party MPP supporters were and I said party no efie but osha na third force no no free why here the politics nyina eastern region and Brian so eastern region there wabo amanfo the footprint wo ho the constituency wo MPC no emu bi kura be ka so support DMB kura o se anya no kure maybe won afa because ebi mu fa chire ban nchen because of relations won no we na ewo nanso DMB winning eastern region our chomu more than half the voter omu nyina enyae the last time no say Kenya 6,794 eastern region this time Kenya 3,867
it's what you feel it's a high sense
probably because of Brian because Brian honu free ne constituency ne ewo ho na wa adwuma so wo ho na saa adwuma na meka so ye no working on people no also oyadwuma papa because of so good MPs ni bia oma open na best support to the ni masemo mekire mo pa and adwuma oyeye no e kire wo say party ni sunsum edit DMB echi apa because yes DMB vote no so take from 13 to 10,000 now so constituencies now really you know in spite of Brian performance no should tell you say am party ni sunsum eta DMB echi na me we man opportunity to work with the party and not so be because party no soon ni base we winning minority regions kabeka so hodi ko mum empena samono so kra no so we winning and the swing regions no so determining elections in Ghana and so wabon we winning ma baby want man winning and no so ken ni base no so kra no or appreciate ni vote it should tell you say this time God is involved.
Good.
Now say the other part okay reorganization process here okay electing constituency executives, regional and national executives, which he has promised that he will not be involved.
Yeah.
Then call for one in China. I'm from one Koshishim. Uncle usually di uncle di bonnet. Pa. I see light after 2028.
Thank you. I don't know, like to family once, and I'm the opposite.
Now him say, sir, constituency election here now on Baba here and this is another test for DMB because when him say, so sha, chairman said, why you be a DBI worker? Was say, I'm say UK and I say, is it Holland and baby? Or so almost system no. Say, can I elect candidate? Me say no. Can DMB will select those workers? Say in Tika. Regional executives name those you want so that encourage and obeti campaign team per se so but your system then tesa and now kwese so wan hwa na ankofa and yeah because asem na see last week you know and the yaw aba ebinum pa people were expecting voter at least one winning pa kebeye ebeso ni kakra so eno mene omunkofo ni bi kohia another station bi ntokwa I see ho no omu body say ebi mun cap north because omu call north for man ko adwuma papa hwe me person me body because say nipa na no make sense and na no kra me nyini ni sa owi o say Ashanti ni eastern penphobia I dis ke bi show omu say na adwuma bi o so omu koye no omu ko dis ka no man adwuma so nti ya wo ho nti omu so ebi a ba ku mienu bi within those group ni mu pepese bi o ba bi a communicate for relevance and I say be a bepe constituency secretary constituency IB say be a be feeling involving now ko use DMB din the koye campaign esa ko ti anima ni ko lose there so from mienu
thank you Alaji primaries
primaries only there mami measurement menda election presidential election committee
initially no more problem
now there
onza hakra posi you know be kunto kwa mami kasa media me trust do white na minimi ye sure so onim bibi nti
no yes sir
and then ye hu dey
say ne di no Joe Wise no wanya Wise no kwa
oya mansen sunuma
yes
wanya Wise onim sa proxy vote no. Not last time, Nippon vote to vote, they were not up to 700.
Yes.
Now, so it was subject say Obi Bekan say Nippon vote to 200. Who didn't make sense to anybody. Until almost started say proxy or penny. And I'll say, okay, no. Because proxy no may not even be up to 1,000 votes.
Yes. Oh yes.
So why do you bring confusion because of a little thing?
Yes.
And nobody na kan ho anka rigging anka obi be allegations say ya rigging election because of 1,000 votes or less. So my year from assembly na semko. Enya sa.
Yes.
Yeah. And no na ma obi share your friend saying headquarters. Those votes no nipa bebre amba because bebre na no me
that's correct man
to no man amba few na amba no ombeto aba na election way people are just looking at percentages but all share details now it was a landslide victory for DMB a landslide a massive endorsement our party no DMB. This is the best. Peter can say any election be or Ghana since 92. Third, there has never been even third forcing since 1992. And any election be anka third person no benya more than 10% ebeko runoff.
Yes.
Okay, ebeko runoff.
Yeah.
But this one, the third person went above 10, on 18%, and yet
Encore runoff.
So it shows a massive endorsement, and I'll give you some figures. The last time, dear Benya 61, among for shout to say, it's on more than 61, we get the confidence of the people. The last time, no 2-horse race, and the first between DMB any second person, no Canada, Japan, the difference was 24%. This time yet 3-horse race, the difference between first DMB any Canada, Japan, yet 33%. Now she Agyei. The last time, this time DMB in terms of constituencies or Warrini 276 constituencies no Warrini 232 constituencies.
Wow,
that is 84%. Now apart from that no out of 16 regions no Warrini 14 regions.
Yes,
now 14 regions no 9 regions were winning all the constituencies in 9 regions.
9, yes. All constituencies in 9 regions.
It is MPs are so only super
only super
232
a presidential la only the no cry edition cry many opinion now 56% national election and 189 and obia say super why do you think internal election LBC that so obi awini out of 276 no why win 232 constituencies and people think it's not landslide a landslide victory. Now here, may go region by region. Peter Accra, Greater Accra, Greater Accra and Ashanti. The last time Canada, Japan won 14 constituencies in Greater Accra. And the difference, okay, you know, the difference between only DMB or winning last time, no, DMB won 20 the last time, 20 constituencies. And the difference between them was 1,920 votes. This time around, DMB out of 34, DMB are winning 32.
Wow.
Ken, every new one per and then Amasaman. Amasaman was strong of power. The last time, so I'm saying the coordinator or boy. That's the only region Ken winning our Greater Accra.
Yeah.
And our second one, and our branch winning Adam. Oh, I don't know. Now, the difference between DMB and the second person, which is Ken in Greater Accra, this time around, it moved from 1,920 to 8,497.
Bruno Bopa. Bruno Bopa.
Now, I'll call Ashanti region, Peter Bossway. Say 47 constituencies.
Yeah.
DMB we need 45 constituencies. Landslide.
Yeah.
And now Peter I can already say 2 no. Brown we need back home. And now Educhum. Maybe me bompa say all we need constituencies. Because of what he has done in the constituency, now me bompa say at least some constituencies.
We need the NHS and Kanipanya
cry. While we know how Kanipanya cry. Let's say engineers and Papa we are Eddie Abasa constituency. Until look, the last time Ken actually didn't do much in Ashanti in terms of constituency. Or we need 3. This time one we need back. If I back on a car and when we a Brian.
And the last time even Bantama,
yes,
who said no what now open?
Yes,
he appreciate the vote now.
The difference was about 18 votes. You check less than 18 but this time look at the figures. Gabukra. Now only Western region, Mesako Western region. So last time Ken or we need 5 constituencies in Western region. This time around on your 0, Obianya 0, DMB we need 17 now with the huge margins. Charlie Mano any Western region, especially for Mano, any coordinator of the region. Mekuduka, Yambo Mabaso. Omoya dear papa in Western region. It was a landslide. Now say north there, so be any results. Now Greater Accra, me say Eastern region, Peter. When you say Eastern region, no DMB last time.
Bantama differently 18.
The last election.
2023.
18 But this time around, Charlie. Oh, Eastern region, no. Obianim say effort and resources are Brian DPM. No BS say. Oh dear, Brian Bayard, but a lot of people say DMB Baby. But so this time around, on say Brian we need 7 constituencies in this region. Ken we need 2. DMB we need I think 24. Or Eastern region. But if share DMB performance, Eastern region, baby Brian free any Brian DMB even won Coco, which is predominant. It is Okwa. DMB won one of the
adopted constituencies.
Exactly.
And Suhum so. DMB wants Suhum, which is one of Brian's adopted. But the last time, because I got Okoye MP.
Yeah, only the
no parents and the boss around
only madam for
53, and I'm
50. I think 52 or so. Oh. Until Agyei election way across the country, it was a massive endorsement, even region by region. Peter Wabo Volta region.
Yes.
Even though he reduced by some few votes, Ocean the maintenance of the votes
no,
massive. God Brian there, Ocean will be winning over 5,000 last time.
Even Western North, Namisro.
Yes,
Western North and
because of Nippon or
yes,
but look at his performance in Western North. It's a massive look. He is now has been given control of the party. His DMB has been given control of MPP now by the endorsement of party delegates. The man. What is important to say campaign there, people be step on toes. The healing process. I say or no or to quite or beba. Every amati say or beba. He will continue with that. And me assure say DMB as a person, never know everybody in character. There will be unity in this party, and then because party no base eternity, and the spirit of the party eternity. 2020 election, who 1 days. Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, Papa. Who 1 days 2028 election.
But even look at the Boku enclave.
Yes.
The last time no. DMB lost 5 of the 7.
No, there are 6 constituencies.
Yes,
6.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The other one here, Northeast. Okay. Yes. But because of happiness, any in some man for so Mutumana, this time DMB won all the 5 except Binduri. Yes, he won all the constituencies.
And they didn't even know say one alcohol because of it. Only say one campaign crowd. But look, delegation they coordinated. But look at the.
So to tell you, sir, you see, any NDC for ya. Anka sa boku na boku top see ene.
Ene kawen kayen fan kasam kura.
Ene asem. That's so. NDC for ya na church na MPP for be also important to it. And on the campaign issue. No more the kaya money. But in actual sense, this contest at Chess also DMB was support.
Very strong.
He is the best to lead the party at this time.
Yes.
Which is good for the party.
So that it is good for him and good for the party.
And in unity.
Say they so-called Mampusi Kosasi Ebinomodiya campaign, it didn't affect his performance in that area. It's good. And people forget say were Kosasi for Bebre almost support MPP. I want Mampusi for almost support NDC. So it should not be like wait for hunting until because of this. What we start here in Mr. World conflict we start here. Not DMB crying won. Why should he be the cause of the conflict? Until politicians omoma peace in Mraboko na Agyei. But said the eka no better be ase for the police the way they manage the process. Journalists, I say journalists be knew how I because there was no cause there obetimi aye bibi ebony. Journalists comported them so BI Jumaye party no the organization was superb. It shows that the party is ready to work and come to power 2020. That's what by meba unim say me on many oma omo adwen bi say contest there your election wie na baku win ya na baku lose or say baku ejina ni kakra. So I was for people who have to jubilate because if you lose ya Canada side is to be jubilate of course.
But 1 week there, Agyei ni kakra
necessary obi Agyei.
Jubilation.
Na so by let me omo ya no obi aye woni dem. They are not parading on the street.
Dasebre. There are about 3-4 issues here. Meaning most of us are here.
My friend Prof Kill, you become
contest. No be a course wa. I was say yes, na enko yi ni tibio going into the internal,
the regional
and national.
And they find on to one komra.
koka koko
ne de na be wie na ya hwe prof kewa ma no so yan hwe nsa be kana ne no twetwe nkɔbɔ kakra se koko akuafo ni atutu aka omu nsem akodo afu no enso koko di aban so ntu aka prof kewa good morning
Dasebre
na hola muti san
Nyakopon adom na mo so
nyame adaro ma yenso ye ho ye akuafo hene uko no di san
Cocoa Development Advocacy Platform.
Alaji simbisa sa cocoa farm.
Me akasa de da bi ba me ma me obi a ti e wo me se obi a ne sa.
Okay. De ekosui e fa cocoa yi hui. Mo ko no de na mo ya fa ho na mo hu ni sei kra de kan.
Dasebre me fa ncha kase ma one wotiefo ne wahwefo ene wabadwafo mo studio ho. Na me kan say ade a ato cocoa industry ni wo Ghana no ade a ya re ho pa boko pem say me santi nyina no aye te Ghana ha no se ba no cocoa ehu dwadie a o de cocoa kwa de tie bia on sabe kan sika na to da bia de na ewo mu ni say ebo no na bia na nka kuafo on san kan say de o mo pe no ba se be kwa kodu ba bi say eni yetinya to cocoa Afri Ghana for akuafo ho ma koko ni gu ha ye ntimi fa nkwa ma no ne nkonko di sika mfa mre akuafo no Dasebre babi aye wo no na ba ne sen de ba ye nyina ne se procedure na ye de to koko no aban yi ba ye oba be sesan because da bia na syndication na ye de to koko in the 2024-2025 cocoa season yankwa nkoje syndication na mu mo omuto koko ni eje sika free omo ho na no ye 60-40 omo ye 60% of sika no se ye shipi koko ni kwa ni esa kan 40%.
Okay.
Sisi a model a ye de to koko sisi a de man ye dangerous ne se aban na sesa na sisi a no omo operate 80-20 enti koko na ye nyanto ye ne kwa na ye se ya anye syndication no ya ji sika ni mu 80% ba ye ko ji sika ni mu 80% no the gross FOB price na you used to enti ye de tumu the last time October no na $7,200 per ton me no kasa sisi no the highest you can get on the international market $4,300 per ton enti e hono utimi se shortfall bi aba ho
ya boka bro
enti sisi no koko na ye nyamfa nko ye no e kan da so dada ye nyamfa koko ni nko enso ye di kan boka dada enti Cocoa Development Advocacy Platform for ya adwin se sebe ye se edija wa na ye dia so a ye nso ye ti o man ni mu bi enti ye nso ye be proposals de ama aban na de edi kan ni se agi se aban epa okokope sika no no fa sa aka ni nyina edi free ho Dasebre obaka ya the current Cocoa Board leadership eba ye no enuma a wo moto ensema a wo muka enyina de all Bible my friend the book of Lamentations and one of the adwuma na ye de aso o mai so o mo ye no o mo nya adwuma no e na ye kada ho ye de ka 32 billion Ghana cedis Dasebre ansana MPP aban dada no e be fo akonya no so no na e kai da Cocoa Board na ye 19.6 billion Ghana cedis eno ne na nchen no ye to cocoa 12 months e wo afini nyina it will be a yakoye syndication somewhere around October, not December. Within few months, 2 months, abana lusu abano. Na sikana esi the tokoko. The rest of the 10 months in na sikana sa. Eso abana na ewo hono ebo ne homode ekokope sika. E de ba be tokoko no amakoko na nkan wam. Nti e proposal sa ye de ma aban sisi a ne se. Ada se they will use you at the year gross FOB price 7,200 now. So we cheer 30% now, and when you want to for $5,040 per ton. That difference, $2,900. Sorry, that difference $2,160. And no, a buying per Uncle Pesica. Normal metia. No, who can you know? $1.4 billion. And only 9 and yes, answer the outside used to the gross FOB price $7,200, you know. And the current market world market price, you know, difference, you know, $2,900 per ton, no, and also Sabanta Uncle Pesica. Now, omra metua sa aka ni nyina eno so ho ka nyina wo de hwe projection ayaye say afi ye beto koko 650,000 metric tons na eno beba be ye 1.88 billion dollars Dasebre atifo mu tie ni ahwefo ebetimi de abaga na 60 mu ni ahwe say so obi ba na obeto 19.6 billion Ghana cedis na se wusu na afi ba ko pe options ye de ama aban ni bi ni o sa eka ebetimi yi kokobode free sa amane na ebi ni de etoso miensa eno kwa de hu chen proposals na ayaye ni nyina de ayaye nyina aban timi nkwati mu bia edan mu ba ko na se so fa ene se obeti current cocoa price in so by 15% na world market price na amache sisia sisia no eno so yade a eyehu eye ya chese cocoa kuani no ono ne dia no se obedo na afuo obedo obebu obepam osia obepam obedua obedo ho betia hasuo eye afini nyina nti ono no wode ni cocoa ni ba oto na wode ni sika man na okoko take sa decision we na ba bedu ba bi se enne no proposal say ba na bi say ene si ye pese ye de ho a agi si yete eye cocoa bo na ye de ma akuafo no so nti Dasebre ba bi a ye gina sisi a no ye de ye kon ene de akwa akoso ahoma ade aye
Enti prof wanya ntie se cocoa board a wo de ka yesi si akoto Land Cruiser mono nan ato pickups bebrebe aso cocoa akwafo yintu amuka disanse we no uhunu sai
Dasebre no ne kwa de me no ye me ne cocoa development advocacy platform for can set down higher chair say o hwe ka na da ho na say sika ye ka ho asem nyina me nya sure say ebedu 10 million Ghana cedis square de atu yesisi an eye ade a ehu nti si as a Bank of Ghana no mo be kwa ko raise cocoa base I so mo ko Bank of Ghana ko raise cocoa base because already no sanka de omo ye no munya projections ne right there anka wo ton cocoa ewo amansan dwa so $7,200 per ton na wo makuani no $5,040 per ton na at least $2,160 per ton and no multiply by 650,000 metric tons na abai wo sika bebranka we mu nyina ehyem sika ye de boto ye de cocoa ni begum ni nyina ka ho akachefo ebeto cocoa board adwuma ye fo eni nnu a ye de begu cocoa ne so ene o ma ebeso cocoa fumigation se ebe na nka ni nyina ahye sa difference ni na difference ye for cocoa ne nko ye ne kra na eni ho dada itimi na de alo ho ne se ye to cocoa ni somewhere October by November na price no abedu ba bia ababedu no it one year a projection Ghana Cocoa Board and cocoa marketing company for why na trance a projection in 1 month projection ye de beto cocoa ni nyina 12 months no in 1 month e ba bia kwakodu na your who say eye cocoa na ye beto no 12 months ni nyina e mu 4 months eye the live crop cocoa beans no no ukoton na mansan dwa so a ye discounting by 20%. Iti ebo na ye $4,300 CCI na the highest you can get no. They do from June to September and only be discounting by further 20%. Iti ebo ko do what there ene na there ye.
Prof Kill. Peter, so this question back me.
Prof Kill.
Me.
Prof.
Yeah, Peter, me.
Na de di kan no crest ye cocoa no ne boy den dodo nti amanfo ento ewo oman abadwa mama nana.
Ne boy na den say. Da be na Ghana cocoa be ne boy be ye den anti yento. De ye to na mansan dwa so na no na obeto de ye wo ka ho ene premium a ye de to ye de no so because of say ye cocoa no quality no premium from come kuma time nyina ye de ho dada. Inti enye say ye de no ya said that price no ama na buru so different
there ye say cocoa CEO cocoa board CEO say ye cocoa no ne boy den nti na ama amanfo ento
de me say ye ne say almost say ye cocoa no say de ye ton the whole Africa no ye tua sika esu e chain country bia to the farmers inti make economic sense say obi be smogge cocoa no de me say ye no
and I'm saying to say I think or work on solutions or the best solve our problem we mu nyina I think all ye hwe
I think all working on solutions
now and the question
and I want this way Now, one a man about bedding. And nothing a man make proposal. I said proposal, and the third one I make kind of say, and you just say you see a cocoa so by 15%, and then the world market price then, and all what you proposal. It may say, sir, proposal to me and sir, cocoa development advocacy platform, they are banned. And yet, then ya move back with the cocoa board into me in the confirm.
Okay. Now, Peter, no cross say, cocoa, abino, this time this year, no, abina to cocoa chain, afibia. Go say, I'm saying, more season in this September or so. But cocoa, my ton so far, no. I exceed or more target impo. Na chain baby abako.
The target in there say 650,000 metric tons.
Yes.
And a minimum there yet to but do one there from October, November, December, January, February. By March mu there necessary ultimate to do one. It minimum but who weather na whether any year in year, who has said we are boy and said the insurance toy, Cocoa Development Advocacy Platform for a GDS target, you know, Yantimia Mitia idea better.
Okay, I was a prof. Yami Agma Bufu, that's a very that's it. All right, Prof. Kona can you that I can't have 12 minutes on
Peter.
And Cocoa 7 2 minutes be nothing. No. Somebody also have an incassanti on the
Cocoa. Say 24-hour economy boss say Neka.
Neka.
Okay, and Cocoa they make us okay. Now first of all no CEO say your cocoa no boy do market until na yen talk. Meanwhile, cocoa na export here.
Also say buyers na strong ni your cocoa because ne boy dey.
But say cocoa market price you determine. You determine.
Question ni say cocoa na dey akonti ye fanko because ye fanko. Say ne boy dey. Cocoa na e Ghana. Nti ye dey call amano ni nsi ya nto. These are the questions that time our address press conference na ka e bisa no say cocoa na ye do Ghana no because no boy e dey e wa amano ni no. Ya fanko ana. Say you the coin so ya nto ana because no boy dey or answer our questions no there
because cocoa you say
now oko market mama ka say oko market yeah you say is a demand and supply yes sir oko market na say ya nto woni ama because no boy dey obi dey for there na is all here for people to buy
what to tell the answer
WT the press conference was say the buyers now find our beans too expensive. And therefore, they have shifted to other markets where they can get the beans far cheaper because these are business decisions. Unquote.
Okay.
Send them in your business.
And maybe
cocoa board.
Because of quality, no, say premium be
how the money?
Now, said your kind, no. Me my business question, no. So bet you may answer. Cocoa na the ento wa man the produce wa eda so Ghana na neighbor this first say any Ghana say ya export wa warehouse be na wa man because ya nto Peter warehouse be na me head mo cocoa na we say me conference me no me ni ya na wa produce be say warehouse be na wa man ya cocoa na export to first of all because in the boy they no maybe sabio because in the boy they no ebia ya export because they ento you say the quiet until Ghana say ni Ghana na say ye dey akwa maybe say ya to na say ya nto so a warehouse be na look we want Peter about we promise cocoa farmers price be
yes.
If by one way their mismanagement as omunti me yeah omonka greche cocoa farmers no credit omonka no credit cocoa farmers obi ka say even they will cry Dasebre crack our ha even under COVID well prices ni baby akọ from no cocoa farmers ye increase here
yes
and no south time no na they call 4,000 na say 3,200 per bag almost on ba on the be cost 6,000 over 6,000 one fan call say bio 600 and now 500 be now they count now 500 and also won't me to I call blame now the nyama ko job na say no boy dia won't so omonti so
obi di free fort
na o di ko ama no ni na say ye dia no boy dia ate so na ye nto wo dia so e so te so e we
na one dey say akọ ekura bewura studio
it's not even on camera you know
okay ti we dia ko kwa chere bo ayi court wa chira bobo obi enti no
me dey mean na say cocoa farmers ye enti omo that's what they want
to say you on papa omo tie omo hwa yo omo ya ka yeah program
I know what job be
do be ye invite o NDC ni wa be wura o ba so o ma me behave and na kra mo ye promise wo ayawaso west
and no promise
no and I can't ask them out over Bejama.
The picture. Yeah, both Ames, Omohia, and say, you bet your musica more.
That's so.
Yeah, what on the cocoa? One on the paper.
Yes.
Yes, paper no crab. It's a bit.
The quantity no also.
No price no dear. That's in a trio. The Omohia say, your musica more. Whether well market to whether they are what top because they used to receive their pay, their price under previous government. To also about your mom. That you know no payment. No boy the amount on any dear. My dear to swear.
So now you're trying
say I'm going to the
me my cousin appointment here President Mahama the end your crowd and the appointment. Yes. Appointment to 1 year there and your crowd woman. Obi a no kwa adwuma wonim ho hwe.
Wa onua list o nsem o se onim koko ene.
Obana se kwadu ni esi wana board esi wa wo different. Na dey no koko board si.
Share nsem bebre ba o dey.
Okay, ya bre na so
amba.
Oh, listen well. I also this ground by a press conference. Hey, oh yes. I spoke.
Say, CEO no doesn't know the difference between Popo and Coco.
I'm not going to go. Find cost post.
Oh, say management.
Oh yes, money.
And you know, all guys in the video be said. MPP are buying now my excuses. I'm buying all my excuses. Cannot find solutions. You are useless.
Yes.
And also, I'm not excuses you.
I found part of also having all solutions to the problem.
Charlie.
Come 24-hour economy and
me time and so me 5 minutes. Me cast me. My friend me MPP in some. You see this election.
No.
I 2 minutes.
A defeating propaganda name Sembia na ekoso. Now it should serve as a lesson for politicians. Yedikan quite clearly campaign ekoso na o hwe oma na mu di DMB echi. O hwe oma mu di Ura Brand Champion echi. Na o hwe oma na mu di Ken Ohina Japan. I mean na the 3 main people now. Na a child the direction of the party. Because we be Bobby Siao. Then the panel ban on the out in the nam. Na ba ko ba oni akwa bi o te am bin bon nso na nam. Wo hwa wo do anim na hwesa akwa ani ma. It's a nipa a di campaign echi. A direction and baby I was say party na dey ehwe.
E dey for so nga say nipa na Peter refer no. Or you very resourceful. Now the politics is Peter so onye.
The optics.
It's true.
What you say? Very important. You cannot seek for the highest office. Now, your body said, "Woman, and call for no more bed man." As woman, a junior, and I'm trying to cheer.
Body be
more.
Group party say, "Ye, a penny marking as your first minority leader." But yeah, baby, you are penny marking. And yes, sir.
Bra, when you now how?
Camera, cameraman, you know.
How?
Not to camera.
Kabom and Kabom here. May reply quickly. And Kabom here because on mine and this is my formidable position that will keep the
president and his government on his toes. Moye at the first baako. Mo primacy ekoyie. Moye ade. Mo mia mo ni ewia onabo kene Japan. What is am? Na Sanchi chemu ene apenyo mark because na dan fu ne ke Japan mo scheme sem be yin afro. E ya ka say.
Bi yan ko na wo se otaro.
One money deal. Man for nim no.
Right.
We see social activists.
Right. And no about the side.
Men person make us a baby or any power baby or no and no problem.
Baby, who say assign a dream. Ama ne thinking that you do baby our own
problem. Say you have trouble no. Na bi ba have a program no. We na man be friend February. You say hey. Catch a brand and say we fine gentleman ni people di na tiri nya kura kura.
Wow, when to me can say sometimes you no MPP for no. You see, you should be accommodative enough.
Yes.
What I say? So we MPP ni, no be NDC ni. And just an say. What I say? Then I want to say check. Now who MPP ni no? Very nice gentleman. Very nice gentleman.
Many are paying.
On my team and I may ba me be oton at the tomatoes near their left. Okay? Oka nyema about market. Changing of your friend is airport from Kotoka to Accra and all kasi NBC4 on man yenye focus nye woman net yan confess and confess and sam bad biom
ono kwa we
hwe okọ first junction ngwa smart cleaners ma me bi wo o ma vic unim say ye ka inflation some send me message see am okay ya na makai o say Peter tell the panel too. I went to the market this morning. My drink tin of agushi is 50 cedis. A bucket of tomatoes are na 40 60 cedis and then 120 cedis.
Oh boy. 23.
So she's asking say calculation of the 3.8 inflation or more can. But you can reflect it.
Okay,
educate
right.
Now
they do no net fufu no be.
Skabi
fufu
okay
na my
me say this election apart from optics na year me kind are making nonsense of Edideja. Yeah, people were not happy. Edideja no na real it and they contribute to about a percentage of
2024 loss
lost
so yeah the baby show mutimu say yeah the ajam say among for
to some extent even kwabla no na for abam benefit from abai no na wo sa time nti ya de na enye bia ba onim
say delegates and tie ya the ajam
messaging edu baby so we ora Ken of Japan. Do baby, there was a last minute statement there. Yeah, Adamfo, Pagriff, in charge of security, issue here.
Yes.
About movement of electoral materials. The communication head of the campaign by Martin Bekar said fake.
Me one if not try,
Facebook, share. What I said, it tells you say they were not organized.
Yeah.
So it tells you say campaign no crown no na you be enkoye. So how were they expecting to win an election when Mamukra 10-5 people
the center cannot hold
Muntimi enye what I say ebio you cannot run an internal contest with a Juma as your sole campaign message. Because Obo a lawyer, I know a delegate. What can you say, Oman and Juma?
Na Juma no Obama no so o man is saying o man no how you giving the job.
But I'm message saying Ghana ha club and 2020 message man or they break.
Bra o dey change baba so.
Yes, I won't prepare myself.
Alaji fie
24-hour economy. Next
week ni Dasebre ahwe no.
You be shepherd, you be locking.
That's all.
Nema into this
24-hour economy.
We tolerant of Alex.
Mamen kasa. Mamen kasa.
Alaji encourage ado.
Oye obe destruction. E no tin oba.
O say no, ya so no. Say omo go. First no am send message. Miami feel o send messages. Any ade and we no for we count.
Yeah.
Oh,
look.
It's GBC for you.
Oh yeah no mo. So on crowd. Look, 24-hour economy no. Ebia next week. Yameboa. Beka ho asem. After that, ebe share act no ma pass ni na. She and create jobs. The only thing ebe is ebe create to say ebia yeni apenyu guzitando. Ya create a CEO. Say do be CEO.
No, or a presidential advisor. To the president CEO, they will appoint an avenue to create an office for
create jobs for their people.
Create number of top.
Even that office will not do 24 hours. Charlie, why you? Yeah, I think away.
Bless.
Uniform.
Right. Only one pose when you get our this.
Me and my uncle they be close.
And they go no apa. Kobe bako yamamia.
Me send me carry 24 hours nyameboa next week. Yeah, be kan ho asem ba ne 3.8% inflation with it. And also yeah, the back home. Except you ebia yeah the professor Bodi on the wire. Me say South 24-hour economy journey from 23 to 3.8 way. Me say that Ghana. Now so ko Dwamena. And now me control milk. 2024 milk carnation milk. Taifa. Me control back home because now me pay box mania. And I'm the quarter back 2024. Now 7 cities, 6 cities, 7 cities. 2024, 8 cities. Me say 12 cities, 12 cities. Opa me the back shop. We be driving on me do 12 cities. Only percentage I call it.
When we saw your boy.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying for
and you do on my
now oil there look oil me say me be an kwa me di oil bebre because oil no kwa yare
na me kwa no milk now can
me milk I say me koda me koda na me to milk more
ya do ase ya de bisa for ha na dey program no be say ya nya intruder bi a aba be ha gini
aba we be to start a program
NDC for asuma no ama wa be ha ye kakra ba nyina ma magro no ye de mo ebesi aha no na nyameli adoma ochina say the stand out to the area to baby kakra nsa ze na adwuma na no ye no ayakosi tie dia to nche e be start na je say e bia
objective number
na je say e bia chairman e be start the contest nsa ne be sa dia ba enti e be da mo ase Peter Nkama Audu Mahama na
odi no na esa no
say me class be nya hwe
o say Nkama
Ankuma